A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker, and we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
This is Irving on 2nd. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bucs have the first. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. First down, play action. He rolls to his right. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there is the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They'll go play action. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st and goal. Here's Irving. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, okay? You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. It's the first carry for the Wisconsin rookie. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Out of the gun, Pickett. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he's going to be encouraged out of bounds there with a pickup of 4. It's 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough guard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Working inside the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Set up! 18, Cougar 19! Cup 19! Cup 19!
Still sticking with the passing game. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate. Get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
70 Rangers!
Running back sent in motion left.
Let's go!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Didn't Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
And it is good. No problems there on a shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Take over.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 6. And the Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He'll take this at the 10. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Go.
They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Irving here from the gun. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 11. And the 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Once again, Irving. And And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
He's dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 22. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Running right, it's Moss on the toss. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pass play now. Setting up the screen. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Tackled there by James Pierce.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
19, 18.
Throw here, 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the fumble recovery is made. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, really with I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Pickett. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10. Pickett. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. Here we go. The give to Irving to stop his drive. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. He'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Positive with that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Third and long for him here. Dump off, caught by his back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18.
Pickett working from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Pickett's going to try again here after the pick. He's going deep this time. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, but it's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And Cooper takes it away. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They've got the block near midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Now Pickett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Set. Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18.
Here's Pickett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Sticking in the air with Pickett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Go.
Out of the gun, Pickett. Connects on the crosser. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons cut into the lead coming out at halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bucs have the first. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Working on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With half a football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw is Pickett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Our kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And it cuts the lead in half. Down to 3.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Hawks, 7, Hawks.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down.
19, 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A toss, running right, it's Irving. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by Cedric Gray. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a throw. This is a heater going deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
A.J. Terrell on recovery.
Let's go.
And bring the tight end left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
60 back, back to 60, back to 60.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Again to throw on 2nd. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
He'll look to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Shut up. Dragon 6, 70, Timberwolf.
I'll throw it. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Kicker's got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On play action now, Pickett. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
That's completed right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter.
Ready up.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. To throw, Pickett. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
2nd and 10, Pickett. He's got it over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up. Yeah.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
And air it out on 3rd. This one to Andrews outright. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
That one complete to Pitts. And they bring him down around the 34. And that was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Gets this one to Andrews. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Robinson on the inside give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about him when they get to the sidelines.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Pickett. Buys time, rolling right. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Pickett working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check off.
Here's Pickett. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Check. Steady.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons come through to tie it in the 4th. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Buccaneers 23. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down. New set of downs from 37. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Breaks through and breaks away. Hits the 20. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Falcons 24.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Pickett. We look underneath here, Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
That'll be the 1st and more. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He keeps this one himself. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
70 Lions! 19 Lions!
It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters. These are the moments they live for.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st down, here's Pickett. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 33-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.